Hmm. Hmm. What is going on, everybody? How we doing today? Hope we're doing all right. Oh, excuse me. Um, it's a Friday night, all right, and yeah, we're just gonna be chilling. We're just gonna be chilling. I didn't get to stream on Wednesday because I was handling some business. I was handling some business, all right, and I had to make sure that everything everything went smoothly. Everything went smoothly with the business that I had to handle. But we are here tonight, so hello, thank you for being here. I haven't had as much time for this lately, and I apologize for that. And I don't want to go on the usual spiel that I do. But I feel shitty that I haven't gotten any videos out because, I try to make sure I have a video every week. But I think for the last like 2, 3 weeks, I haven't even been able to get a video out. I've been that pressed for time. Um, even the streams I haven't been able to like make good, but I apologize for that. Today we're just going to be checking out some stuff, and we're also going to be playing some AoE later on in the stream. I have a couple of things that I want to take a look at. One of them is a video of a prison fight between an officer and a convict. Right, so we're gonna take a look at that, and then also there's a Reddit post that I wanted to talk about. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, so I hope everybody out there is having a good night. Nobody's really talking in the chat right now. There's probably really even nobody here anyway. The like just the way my streams have been going. Excuse me, jeez. The way my streams have been going because I haven't been able to like make them good. They've just been not getting the views that they were at one time. It is what it is. What you're gonna do. But if you're here now, just know. One, I'm a little sick. All right, so I might be coughing. I might be having a fucking, like blow my nose or do the opposite of that. I don't know what that is. But thank you for being here regardless. Thank you so much. Thank you so much as usual. But yeah. Dude, I'm like I'm heated, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like I wasn't sure if I was gonna talk about this, but I was like really ready to fucking like I was ready to make some bad decisions if I'm being honest with you a little bit earlier. What's going on, Primus Steve here now? Thank you for being here now, sir. Thank you for being here now. But yeah, I was heated. I was ready to make some mistakes earlier because it's coming time where over the summer my lease is gonna be up in my place and I'm trying to find a new place because I've talked a little bit about my living situation now. It's not a great one. It's livable, but not for the money that we're paying, and they also want to up the rent as well. Um, so we're trying to get the hell out of here if we can. Now, the way it ended up working this time around, as opposed to last year, where they basically gave us like a month and a half, 2 months, they decided they were gonna send us a fucking email with a paper, like not 2 months. What the fuck? Like 3 or 4 months early. We still have like 3 or 4 more months on our lease when we got this email. And it's basically saying like, hey, get us an answer by May 1st about whether or not you wanna whether or not you wanna uh, sign another 12-month lease, or if you want, excuse me, or if you want to go monthly on your lease. Basically, they just they told me to do that. Now, to me, May 1st means May 1st. That's a whole month, right? Lawbird says curb stomp landlords, dude. Fucking, I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing. But May 1st means May 1st. That is just what it is, right? And when I say we, I mean my wife got a call from this fucking piece of shit. This absolute, I don't even know, he's from fucking like Nigeria or some shit like that. He's got some weird like Nigerian name, some like Obukabog like fucking name. Like I shit you not. Fucking I don't know if I'm gonna read his name out, but like his name, he's got the world's dumbest fucking name. He's got the world's dumbest fucking name. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna see if I can track it down. Right. Uh, and the thing is, like, I don't even want to say the name. I don't even want to say the name right now because it's like, what am I gonna do? Say his name and then like on the off chance someone's able to fucking track him down. Where is this fucking pussy? Where is this fucking bitch ass? Oh, sorry. I'm just Take a look at my bald spot. Take a look at my bald spot real quick. Funny thing, my hair was thinning here, and I switched shampoos, and my hair is healthier now. Like, I don't have thinning hair anymore. My hairline is always, like, for a long time it was always kind of like receded to this point. Like, I'm looking at pictures of myself from like 10 years ago, and I'm seeing the same hairline. So I'm not like worried that I'm balding like that necessarily, but it would be nice. Would be nice to get some keeps and actually use it this time, and maybe just bring the hairline down to here. Is that too much to ask? Is that too much to ask? Yeah, but I'm not gonna, there's no point to even looking up his fucking name if I'm not gonna say it out loud. But it's this dude who comes from like a culture where a strong man is the kind of guy who like takes advantage of people, right? Because that's a big thing over in Africa, is like they have and I've spoken about this before, and it's just a true thing. It's not like a race thing or anything like that. It's simply just a cultural thing at the end of the day. Um, Over in the East, in like Arab countries, in Russia, in China, not every single Asian country, and I'm sure there's Arab countries that are not quite like this too. Russia is known for being like this, and a lot of African countries are like this too. Morality does not come from or excuse me, strength does not come from morality. Morality comes from strength. And what the difference between those things is, if you have strength through morality, you're Christ-like, right? Jesus Christ is the ultimate example of strength through morality, right? Someone who, it's not that he couldn't, it's that he won't, because he understands the implications of him going around and ruling with an iron fist and all that other stuff. And when somebody smacks him, he decides, you know what, Father, take him out, right? He understands the implication of that. He understands that it's better for him to not allow himself to give in to temptations to abuse any kind of power that he has as the literal Son of God. Um, that's a good example of strength through morality. And Christian nations specifically, which most, if not all, European nations, most European nations are Christian, or were built off of Christian morals. They believe in that strength through morality. Now, other nations where they were built off of other moral systems, other religions, other metaphysical or spiritual beliefs and things like that, they feel that in order to be moral, you have to be strong. And what is strong? Well, strong is the ability to crush anybody like a bug. Strong is the ability to steal from somebody and get away with it, to use a position of power to fuck somebody, right? And because of this dude, right, is sitting here. There's been multiple situations, including last year, in the middle of blood games. I'm in the middle of blood games, and I'm getting calls from my wife telling me, yeah, we're getting emails from this dude. He says, like, we gotta fucking, like, he's trying to pressure us, basically. Ever since last year, I've been dealing with this guy where he's been fucking us over in sometimes little, sometimes big ways. And every time I go down there to fucking ream him out for it, he sits there and he tries to be a pussy about it, you know? The bottom line, though, is that he actually tried to call my wife today to pressure her into being willing to sign a lease. He calls her up and he's like, hello, Scott's, excuse me, it takes me a minute to get into Africa guy voice. Hello, Scott's wife. I am calling to ask you about whether or not you will renew your lease here at Fuckhead Terrace. We need to know today because you see, I don't do a great Africa guy voice. Basically, he called her up saying like, "Hey, we can't guarantee the price that is guaranteed on the fucking thing that you got in an email from us anytime after tomorrow." Basically trying to pressure her into being like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, fine, do it. And my wife, right? there's a lot of things I can say about my wife. I'm not, we're two different people. We come from two different cultures. I talk about the differences between Brazilian and American culture all the time, including the mindset, right? But if there's one thing, she's not going to be intimidated by some guy trying to put her on the spot, right? And part of that is because she knows that like she doesn't have to be intimidated because like I'm gonna be the one dealing with people. But then in addition to that, she knows an asshole when she sees one, so she's not gonna let this guy intimidate her into saying yes. And like I shit you not, she sends me a voice message. She sends me a voice message saying that that guy called her. I threw my shoes on. I picked up my keys and I was like, I'm going down there. I hope he's still there. I'm gonna let him know. Don't ever fucking call you again. I'm sitting here with my phone in my hand talking to her, saying this. And she told me not to because she said that I was like out of town or something like that, right? It's just, it's disgusting. It's disgusting dealing with like excuse me. Nick Rochefort talks about like nightmare tenants and things like that, right? And that's all well and good. I'm not someone who's like, oh, dude, landlord, like I get it, I get it. You're some guy. You have an extra house because like your fucking dad died, and you're like, well, why don't I just turn it into an income stream instead of selling it off for one lump sum, huh? And then you get some fucking asshole who moves in and starts like smearing shit on the walls. I get it. That's not cool. Nobody would like that, and nobody thinks that's all right, except for the shit smearers, right? But you have all these fucking landlords who are just absolute fucking shitbags all the time. And a lot of the time it's because they are like these weird wannabe career climber guys. Like that's what that guy is, because that's part of the African sort of like cultural mindset and things like that is whatever you are, you're a boss, you're a career climber. If you don't own the company now, you're going to own the company tomorrow is what's going to happen. And because of that, you got to be jipping hardworking people and calling women to try and intimidate them into signing a fucking contract. Instead of calling the man who every single time you have had to deal with us, I have been the one to come outside to speak to you. I have been the one to go down to the fucking office and speak to you. Even if I bring my wife, it's, okay, baby, I'll handle this. Hey, Mr. Obadaba, fucking, we got a problem. Instead of calling me, you have my fucking number, you have my email address, you call my wife because you are a piece of shit bug. A piece of shit fucking bug. And it's cultural on his part. Like I said, it's fucking cultural on his part. But you know what? Fuck that guy. We're trying to find a new place, and then we're getting the fuck out of here because we haven't felt safe here in a long ass time. We get threatened and shit like that. And me, it's not like I'm like, oh no, but somebody's gonna try and fight us. Oh man, it's literally that there's situations where we don't want to be getting into fights here because it's where we live. So fuck it, we're just gonna get out of here, and we're not gonna pay the last month or two. And if they want to fucking take it further, we'll take it further. Gotta make sure my fucking phone is charging here. But yeah, that's why I'm pissed off today. It's a very, very, very ridiculous fucking thing. Absolutely like inexcusable. Inexcusable. That is the kind of guy, and I'm not saying anyone should do harm to him, and I'm not saying he should do harm to himself, but he's the kind of guy who, if he died, the world would be better. If that kind of guy took a step outside and lightning went and fucking nailed him, the world would be better. A rainbow would sprout from his corpse. A rainbow to signify how much the world has improved. Because dudes like that don't fucking exist. It's seriously, fuck that guy and fuck people who are like that. Trying to intimidate women. Fucking the only thing keeping me from going down there and beating the fuck out of them, honestly, is because like there's no point right now. We might as well get out of here, and then I'll go in and I'll whip the keys at him or something like that. Fucking, hey, here you go. Keys, got your keys. We printed like 7 fucking copies of them, you know? Fucking, I got a lot of keys to give back to you, one by one from a long distance, pal. You know? It's like, holy fuck. Bring a can of Coke, fucking, just in case he gets thirsty from 10 feet away. You know, I can give him, he can have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up. You know, obviously jokes. I'm just venting here. I wouldn't ever take an aggressive action against anyone, right? But like, whoo, fuck that asshole. Fuck that fucking asshole, dude. I'm, I'm, I'm stress eating, guys. I'm stress eating. Oh no. Pardon. One key for each eye, unlock his mind. No, like, there's in Mine, fuck. Of course, Frozen Joe in Minecraft, but I mean, we're not actually gonna fucking hurt each other or anything like that. Well, I'm not gonna hurt him, you know. I'm just venting frustration here. I wouldn't actually do anything to anybody. Yeah, of course, but it's like we live in a society where people like that are allowed to fester. They're allowed to take advantage of people, you know? And it's not just like a race, religion, whatever thing, right? Like I know I was saying he's Nigerian or whatever, and because of that he has that like I'm a mogul kind of attitude that a lot of those people have, right? It's just culturally they have that attitude. Specifically people who are like, oh, I'm coming to America and I'm gonna be a big fucking success story, right? Like it's not even just that. It's literally like you have tons of people who are like this of all races, religions, creeds, and they're allowed to get away with it for the simple fact that one, the wheels of justice turn slowly and they can only act in retrospect, and two, we like honestly we stopped kicking people's asses. You know, there was a time in history where if somebody did that, you could beat the fuck out of them. You know, like what was anyone gonna do? But we're not allowed to do that today, and of course that's a good thing. That's definitely a good thing, and I agree with it 100%. But that's definitely a downside to it, is that when you're not allowed to beat the hell out of your landlord for being a pussy, trying to talk to your wife about, oh hey, if you don't sign this, we're gonna raise the rate. We're gonna raise the rate on that rent, and I'm gonna look at you with a smile on my face. You know, that's. Literally, that's what he did last year when he tried to. We were paying like, I think like 2,100 in this place, right? Which is way too much. We moved in here. We caught I shit you not, no less than 30 mice, 30, more than that, no less than that, definitely more than that. 30 mice, right? There's still fucking roaches in this place. Somebody just got home. I don't know who it is. I'm curious if it's my wife. She can validate the things that I'm saying if it is. Baby, is that you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm talking about our friend the landlord. Yeah, you remember we moved in here, we caught like 30 something mice, and there's still roaches, you know? And fucking when I forget if you were with me when this happened, right? But last year, it's in the middle of blood games. I'm trying to negotiate with this fucking pussy, you know? And I sit down, he's raising our rent from like 2,100 to 2,400, right? With all the issues that we've had, in addition to the neighbors and crime around here and porch pirates and all that other shit. I sit here and I call him out on it, and I'm like, oh, so are we paying rent for the roaches too? And he fucking smiles. He's like, and then he tries to change the fucking subject, you know? Like absolute pussy shit, you know? Like I had my shoes on, keys in my pocket, ready to go. If you didn't get back to me, you might have had to pick me up from the fucking police station, and we might have been getting kicked out. Because you know he called you because you're a woman, and he's like, I will call the woman, and she will say yes because I am very persuasive. I am a mogul. I am a businessman.
Yeah, I'm sure. He tried to convince me, oh, yeah, we want to keep the good tenants. if you don't accept now, we're gonna raise the offer. I say we're not giving an answer. We're not giving an answer today or tomorrow. That's it.
Fuck that pussy.
Yeah.
You know? That guy can eat shit. And again, like we have documentation. We have documentation saying that the price is locked in until May 1st, right? And it doesn't even say that they're going to raise it after May 1st. It just says, hey, get us an answer by May 1st so we can make sure it's all figured out before then, right? There isn't even really an implication that they would raise the price or anything like that. So that was literally just a grown fucking man in his probably 40s trying to lean on what he feels to be a woman, not realizing that she's not a fucking weak idiot. And she's not going to be like, oh my god, okay, fine, we'll do it, you know? Call ice on him, bro. I should fucking call ice on him. What do you want to bet he's not here legally?
He probably is. If he works here, I mean, I don't
know. I mean, fucking half the dudes that want to come in our apartment and fix shit can't speak English. They knock on our door and we're like, yo, what's up? And like, because somebody didn't communicate with somebody else, they're like, hi? And then I'm like, what the fuck do you want? And then and then they walk off and I get in touch with you and I'm like, yo, some dude just knocked on our door. And you're like, oh yeah, there's an issue with our heater. And I'm like, I didn't fucking know. And then it's not like they come back after I go down to the office to be like, oh, hey, I didn't know that it was happening. So, like, go ahead on in. And then they don't fucking come back. I guarantee you, if we called ICE, they'd clear up. You know?
I think so.
And the thing is, I wouldn't even want those guys gone. It's like, whatever. They're just fixing heaters. Whatever. Who cares? It's not like they are trying to victimize people like fucking... Obrigado over in the fucking thing, you know?
What the heck is that name?
Yeah, you see what I'm saying, guys? You see what I'm saying? I'm not just making this shit up, you know? Fucking Ojumbe, Obukalu, whatever the fuck his dumbass name is, dude. Like, I'm just. What's been getting me through the last couple of days, baby, is the thought that I'm going to go in there to hand in the keys. And I'm going to wait until I know he's there. I'm going to wait for a time and a date. And I'm just going to walk in. I'm going to drop him on the floor. And I'm going to, like, I'm honestly going to have a Reddit moment, guys. I'm going to have a Reddit moment. I'm going to drop him on the floor and I'm going to be like, fucking, hey, fuck you, buddy. Hey, buddy. Fuck you. That's what I'm going to do, you know? Make him get his ass up and fucking bend his ass over to fucking get the keys. Like a little bitch, you know? I'll get it on video for you guys. Then again, maybe I shouldn't. Because you never know. That's the thing. Again, that's the thing about those African dudes is they have this weird view of strength and honor and morality and things like that. What's it called? And who knows? Maybe he'll want to step outside. I hope he does. I hope he wants to. I hope he wants to. That'll be real nice. Place sounds condemned. It should be. It's a whole culture of constant bartering that strips the humanity from the whole thing. And it's something we aren't used to in the West, but it's being thrust upon more and more upon us more and more. You see? Sorry. Excuse me. Smart moron. We're talking about my landlord who he is trying to pressure my wife into accepting a new lease that is like way unfair. And he's trying his best to like convince her, like using scare tactics, basically like honestly Nigerian prince or like Indian phone scammer shit. Like, do not redeem type shit, you know? It's fucking ridiculous, dude. Bend the key ever so slightly before you hand it so that it's almost impossible to open the door with, but not enough to the point he'd replace it. That'd be funny as hell. Oh, man. Yeah, but like, I have a guy who I don't talk about by name. He's an old boss of mine, but like when I leave the workplace, because it's gonna happen sometime over the next year or two. I'm gonna be gone from that place that I'm working at now. but like there was a, not a lawyer, what the fuck, a manager. There was a manager at the place that I work at who was such a scumbag. He was. I'm not going to get into that story right now. I've spent the first half hour telling a story that I didn't want to go on this long. Who am I kidding? I love it. I love it. I love this shit. No, but like I'm not going to get into like the issue with my old manager, right? Um, I'm sit like, not because I want anyone to like harass him or target him or anything like that, but just as like a proverbial spitting, like when you hear somebody's name and you want to be like, "Puh," you know, um, like I'm waiting for the day that I leave that place so I can be like, oh yeah, and by the way, my old manager, John Johnson, you know, so that I can mention his name. The second I get out of here, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, and fucking the building manager here, Umbukalu, fucking Ojibwe, you know, fucking the building manager Ojibbles, O'Kibble, fucking he did this and that and the other thing, you know. Soak a towel and alcohol and stick it inside his gas tank. Don't light it or anything. Oh man, oh man, that one's that sir, that one. That one's over the line, sir. That one's over the line. Oh man. But yeah, Frozen Joe, you said it's the whole culture of constant bartering that strips the humanity from the whole thing, and it's something we aren't used to in the West, but it's being thrust upon us more and more. You see, like it's kind of a chicken or egg situation. I feel like where maybe the bartering is partially what caused that whole of morality through strength thing, or maybe the morality through strength thing caused such a big emphasis on not just bartering but being good at bartering and seeing what you can get out of literally everyone, seeing how you can extract value from everyone all the time, not just being able to be straight up, not being able to be fair, always having to be shisty about it, you know? Fucking I don't know, but like it's definitely a cultural thing with this guy because like there was another guy before him who was a bit of a fucking punk himself, this short little guy. I don't know what the hell happened to him, but like it was a situation where he tried to bait and switch us, and we didn't allow him to do that. That 2100 price point that I mentioned, that was just a bait and switch thing where we came in and then they were like, oh yeah, so we have these apartments for 2300, and we had to be like, no, you said 2100 in the ad. Oh, okay. He waited like 5 minutes. So 2250, right? Nope, 2100. Okay, and then he begrudgingly put in the 2100. Like even the American dude tried to fucking tried to like do it. Even the American dude tried to do it a little bit, but he at least fucked off after we held firm. This is a guy who this is a guy who, when my car got towed illegally, I told this story, earlier, not earlier in the month, but yeah, earlier in the month actually. I told this story earlier in the month. My car got towed illegally. I registered with the office, but they didn't give me a sticker. I didn't even know I needed a sticker. So, uh, the towing company drives around, they see my car doesn't have a sticker, they take it, I have to pay 300 something dollars. I go to them to try and rectify that. This fucking asshole gives me two parking passes for rental cars or like guests or something like that, right? And I'm like, oh, so what, this is what you think this is meeting me halfway? And he's like, no, I do not even think this is beginning to meet you a quarter of the way, but I am trying to give you something. And it's like, you fucking asshole, you know? Like, just just truly a scumbag piece of shit who, again, he like, the world would be better off without him. And I plan on telling him something to that effect on the way out, you know? Fucking pull a Cartman, take a fat shit on his desk. Hmm. But So, uh, um, I have a question for my wife, but I thought she was coming back in the room, but I think she turned into the bathroom or something like that. Anyway, so um, this right here, I don't know where this takes place. Actually, I feel like I heard it takes place in like Tampa or something like that. I heard something about Florida. This is obviously in some kind of prison or jail environment. Maybe it's like a county or something like that. Um, so you have the CO here and you have the convict here, and we didn't exactly see what kicked this off. I think it was like this guy tried to break away from the CO. He had his hands behind his back. I don't know if words were exchanged or something like that, but he ended up breaking away from the CO, and that's why the CO is like trying to pounce on him right now. He's trying to regain control. We're gonna go ahead and we're going to watch this. So right now it's funny because the CO just got taken down by like basically a body lock, you know, but it wasn't even like, I'm not saying it was like a bad takedown or anything. It was just like weird. It's almost like he fell over. And actually, that was an interesting little sweep there. So we see some punches being thrown by the convict, and the CEO has a front headlock position with a ooh. That was an interesting choice there. He had a front headlock with an underhook, and he decided he was going to pull guard, and now he's just kind of playing around in the guard, getting kind of pounded on right now. He's yeah, he's just getting eaten alive right now, you know? You can tell that this guy has some kind of Brazilian jiu-jitsu training, but I mean, look at this. The other convicts had to take pity. The other convicts were like, all right, man. Let's break this up. Let's break this shit up, huh? Why don't we break it up? And you see that he is literally crawling on his hands and knees because, yeah, that's the power of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, everybody. That's the power of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And I didn't even watch this part. Like I figured it was over when he got off, when this guy got pulled off. And this is like this is one of the worst like things about being a cop, right? And it just kind of is like what it is. Like it's your job to make sure that the perpetrator doesn't get away. It's your job to make sure the convict isn't running the show. He isn't able to just beat you up and then like go on his way. But there's just something fucking pathetic and sad about like, oh, I just got my ass handed to me. Let me get back up and pull out what appears to be maybe pepper spray or something like that. Maybe it's a taser. You know, we're gonna see how this plays out. Maybe it's a taser. No, that's a pepper spray. So he drops the pepper spray. Great job. Great job, pal. Great job. All right, okay, all right. So we got to see the beginning of this, and we're gonna walk through this, and we're gonna actually like really analyze it now. We're gonna get anal about this. So this dude, I don't know if he was planning something. He lands a nice short right hand. I don't know if he was planning on doing this or if it was just like a heat of the moment thing, but obviously he got the jump on him. And that's going to happen sometimes, right? It's going to happen every now and again. One of the things I hate when people talk about like self-defense and stuff like that is they talk like you're supposed to be batting 1,000, like you're never going to get caught off guard. And if you get caught off guard, then like you're some kind of idiot or something like that. It's like, no, life is messy. People are messy. We make mistakes in the moment. We get caught off guard by things. And a lot of these, especially like the big name martial arts YouTube guys, you know, Ramsey Dewey is kind of like this too sometimes. Um, Even though I really like appreciate him and I like his videos and his takes a lot of the time, they kind of talk like you're not supposed to have a backup plan or like you should really be putting most of your effort into plan A when really like plan A is usually the easiest. You know, it's easy to run away. It's easy to avoid things. It's easy to make sure that you are not in a position to be taken advantage of like this guy did in the first place. That's the easy part, if anything. What happens when that fails though? Is it just guess I'm getting fucked up? Well, I don't know. But either way, this dude, he just had probably maybe the second worst thing that could happen, right? At the very least, this guy doesn't have a shank from the look of it. So he does an all right thing here. He does an all right thing here, trying to close distance. But this guy right here, who I actually am wondering if he has some kind of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu background, he ends up going for double underhooks right here, which is interesting because when somebody's moving at me like this CO was, moving towards him, that's usually my move. When somebody isn't ready to like throw punches at me, but they're moving at me in a way that kind of makes me a little bit nervous, I'll preemptively go for double underhooks because it puts the guy in a weird situation like this, where he was basically able to be, I almost said muscled down, right? He was able to be muscled down. Now, you have the CO here who, I don't know exactly what he's trying to do. I think he's just trying to use the momentum to almost like suicide throw in a certain sense. I mean, you see his leg right here. That's it almost looks like he's trying to go for a suicide throw. He almost gets a top position, but it fails. And now he still has the underhooks, meaning the guy, and when I said the guy, I obviously mean the convict, right? Not only did the convict have underhooks, but he swept the dude's leg out from under him. I think this dude probably has some jiu-jitsu experience as well. If not, maybe wrestling experience or something like that, right? And then you see this situation where the CO has an overhook on his right arm, the convict's right arm, which is a good move for him right now. But he should really be trying his best to get up. He shouldn't be trying to fight from this position. And I mean literally like try and throw punches and slaps. So he stands up, which is good. And he ends up in that position where he has a front headlock, basically a guillotine if you wanted it. And then he also has it's not called a cow catcher. A cow catcher, I believe, is the move that I'm about to say he should have done, but he has the underhook in, excuse me. Now, what he could have done is something that's known as a cow catcher, or when I learned it, it was called a bulldog. What he should do is he should take his leg, he should step out, and he should use the lever that is the convict's right arm to flip him over. If he basically uses this arm as a lever and pushes it up that way while stepping out and using his weight to basically push him more that way, push his whole body that way and then flip his arm so that it does that, he can end up in a position that's called side control, right? And it's a good side control too, because it's basically just a wrestling pin. You're getting perpendicular on the dude. You're getting perpendicular on him is what you're doing. Instead of that, Jiu-Jitsu brain here thinks it's coming. Oh, let's pull guard. So he's in a half guard right now. He's in a half guard, and it's a shitty half guard as well. I don't know. It's almost like he's trying to check the hip, but there's no hip to check instead of just going for a straight up half guard. So now he's trying to play around in the guard. He's trying his best to tie up this guy's hands, and it's just not working out very well. It's not working out very well. He's caught in a position that we literally call floppy fish. Fucking, it's all right for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but I mean, as you can see, it ain't working out too well in a non-Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fight. So here we have the other COs, the other convicts to the rescue. I have no idea where the other fucking COs are. Maybe this guy's just an asshole, and they were like, all right, let's let him take a few, So you could see a little bit of the mist from the pepper spray, which he then drops. And look, I'm an unarmed combat guy. I'm not big on weapons, although like I do know a thing or two about like, proper weapon anything in a situation like that. You don't just drop the fucking weapon like that, you idiot. You fucking idiot. He must be concussed or something like that. Is the issue. He's got to be fucking concussed. Is why he dropped that weapon there, Fucking pepper spray is a weapon. People think because cops use it instead of a gun, it's like, oh, it's less than lethal. It's a weapon. A weapon is a weapon is a weapon. If I hit you with my phone, that would be assault with a deadly weapon, right? That just is what it is. Fucking, and this dude in arm's reach. If this dude got his arm free, he could grab that and spray this dude now. And then what? It's it's amazing how bad so many cops and COs are at their job. And of course, whenever you criticize like what is objectively shitty unarmed combat from a guy whose job it is to be good at unarmed combat, I don't mean they're supposed to be UFC caliber, but they're at least supposed to be able to control somebody on their own. I don't give a fuck that cops don't get into fights, they get into unfair fights, right? Sometimes you're the only one there. And if you're the only one there, it's not good enough to just be like, I'm the only one here. Guess I'm just going to either let him go or get my ass beat. That's not good enough. You have a responsibility the second you decide you're going to become some kind of law enforcement to be good at unarmed combat. You have a responsibility that if you do not fulfill, you should be kicked off the force. That's just a fact of the matter. And there's definitely going to be a cop or a bootlicker that comes into here and is like, well, if you think you could do it, why don't you become a cop? Well, first off, if I did, I'd do that job a hell of a lot better than anybody like this fucking guy. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? I would blow this guy out of the fucking water, bro. It would be insane. I'd blow him. I'd fucking blow him. He'd be blown. All right. Um, it's it's so stupid hearing cops try and defend this. Try and defend this. Like, there's anything you can say to make this any better. You can't. You fucking can't, you know? And then there's also the other side of it where it's like, yeah, I'm going to go and I'm going to apply for a police force, and they're going to see me talking shit about cops, and they're going to be like, oh yeah, no, let's hire this guy. That's one of those situations where somebody's trying to give you an inconquerable task so that when you fail, they're like, aha, you see, you couldn't even do it. I could do it better than any cop that I know. Can I be honest with you? I know a lot of cops. Some of them are really shitty. Some of them are really good cops. I could be a better cop than any cop that I know. I know I could. I fucking know it. Easy. It would be easy to be a better cop than any of the police officers that I know, bro. You know? And the reason I say this is because 99% of the cops that I know would end up like this guy if there was a situation where they had to charge in, where they couldn't pull a guy over and then keep him sitting there for 10 to 15 minutes waiting for backup to arrive before you go and ask for license and registration. You know? That type of fucking bullshit. You're only as good. You're only as good as you are in a situation where you're not allowed to stack the odds in your favor. And this guy did not have the odds stacked in his favor at all. In fact, he had the odds stacked against him from the get-go, but even then, it's not like he got punched and then he fell over and then he was just KO'd. He had plenty of situations where he could have done so many other great things, but he didn't. And here's the thing too, right? I'm sitting here talking about cops that are bad at their jobs. This guy, at the very least, has Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu training. So it's like, well, okay, you know, he's not like a lot of the other cops that I like to shit on or anything like that. He at least tried, but the ignorance of what actual fights are, instead of Gordon Ryan, instead of fucking all these guys at the ADCC Worlds, the IBJJF Worlds, Pan Americans, fucking Pan Europe, instead of actually learning how to fight, he decided to take the path of these guys who pull guard, and look at what happened to him. Look at what fucking happened to him. You know? It's so fucking stupid to see, bro. It's so fucking stupid, bro. Scott walks into the police station. They're like, "Listen, Al Gaib." Oh boy. I watched Dune for the first time. I want to say like 2 or 3 months ago. I understand the hype for the movie. I thought it was a really good movie. I will say. I will say. Um, but yeah, it's so gross, dude. It's so gross to see that type of shit, you know? And what is especially gross about it is the way that when you see a cop get his ass beat like that, there's 10 other cops that will be like, "Hey, we can't do anything about that." Like, shut up. You could do everything about it. You're a cop. You get paid six figures a year to sit in a patrol car and then fill out some fucking paperwork. You will never have to draw your gun in earnest in your entire career. Like I'm willing to bet that less than 1% of cops actually have to draw their gun in earnest throughout their careers, which statistically means that 0% of police officers draw their guns and actually have to use them. My neighbor's fucking freaking out, so I'm getting distracted here. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but um, it's just the excuses and the naysaying and the, well, if you think you could do a better job, just all of that is so fucking stupid, and it's gross. And I think getting your ass beat like this should disqualify you. I think this should be the same as like I think this should be the same as like, oh, you got caught taking money. You got caught stealing coke from the evidence room. You got caught drunk driving. You were a little bit too handsy with a woman that you arrested. You were a little too rough with a teenager you arrested. I think that should be the same as this. I think it should be like, all right, we're gonna put you on suspension, maybe with pay, maybe fucking with pay. I don't know, right? I don't know. Give them. It should be, we're gonna put you on suspension for a month, and here's a list of mixed martial arts schools that you're gonna go to. They are approved schools. They're not going to teach you to pull guard when you have a fucking bulldog, when you have a front headlock on somebody. Fucking, and you're gonna go there and you're gonna get some training in. All right, that's what you're gonna do. That's what you're gonna do. All right. See you in a month, pal. Enjoy your month vacation. And if you're not better at fighting when you get back, I'm sorry, but we gotta let you fucking go, man. Because that was fucking, man. That was stupid. That was fucking dumb, dude. It's like, holy shit, man. Reminds me of what it sounded like when my neighbor got stabbed. Are you talking about my neighbor yelling? Oh, you can hear it. Oh man, that was crazy, bro. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys that, right? Because that's the type of shit that pisses me off. By the way, thank you very much, Zachary. I forgot to do the I forgot to do the Streamlabs link. Thank you for that, Zachary. You're always remembering that, even when I forget. Um, if I was a cop, I'd just run around tickling people. I wouldn't wear a gun, and I don't mean combative tickling. I'd just make them laugh. I mean, if they're laughing, it's kind of hard to commit like crimes. I think maybe you have a point there. I think you might just have a point there. You know, Scott, your neighbor's having an attack and you're not out there making content. Come on, man. Nah, she's not making an attack, but I don't know. Maybe that could be the content, is me making the attack. Maybe I can make an attack. Can you guys hear it again? Can you guys hear it again? Hold on one sec. I'll be right back. Guy robs a store. Who's got your belly? Hell yeah. Something about Something about a man's clothes, and she's gonna call her cousin. It sounds like somebody touched your clothes, something like that.
Really?
Oh yeah, I don't know. I mean, did she leave them in there for fucking hours?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Oh, it's that classic thing where it's like I'm upset, so I'm just gonna like bother everybody else. It's like, dude, like honestly, again, it's just you hear she's threatening like, oh, I'm gonna get my cousin down here. I ain't scared of no man. Blah blah blah. It's like, well, if you ain't scared of a man, why you gotta call a man to come down here?
Yeah.
First off, second off, I'll break your cousin in half. All right, I ain't gonna answer the door and make it any worse. You know? Yeah, fucking. But like again, like it's just another example of why we got to get the fuck out of here, and like another example of that we're gonna take to them and be like, look, fucking, we got people knocking on our door, threatening, calling their cousin, you know, like fucking dude, we're not paying you. We got a new place. We're leaving early. Shut the fuck up, Ojumbe. Fucking holy fuck, man. Obunga. It's like
You
holy
not stream
shit, bro.
anymore?
Huh?
You're not streaming anymore?
No, I'm still streaming.
Oh, okay.
The stream's catching all of this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the stream's fucking catching all of this. They can hear her from out there.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like holy fucking shit, bro. It's crazy too because she's bipolar as fuck. Like there's been 2 times over the last week or two that like I'm going to fucking open the door and she buzzes the door for me when I'm coming in. And I'm like, oh, thank you. And now she's like knocking on our door like I'm calling my cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like everybody in this fucking place leaves their laundry like their laundry is done. You wait 40 minutes, an hour, and their shit's still in there. You know,
Yeah.
and it's like what the fuck, bro? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's insane, bro. Holy shit. I'll break your cousin in half, dude. Well, I mean, if he comes down here knocking on my door like he's hard, fucking, don't be surprised. Don't be fucking surprised. What's her issue with you? It's one of those things. She's got an issue with everybody, man. That's the thing, you know. She wasn't just knocking on my door. She was knocking on the people across from us, you know. Chances are it was the people across from us, you know. Like they're always hanging out in our laundry room. There's like 12 or so apartments in our building, and we have one laundry machine. And people will like throw laundry in there, and they'll come and they'll get their laundry out like 2 hours later, and they'll switch it over. And then you're gonna have to wait another 2 hours to get the fucking dryer after that, you know. So like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna fucking reach in there, take somebody's shit, throw it on top of the fucking machine. Everybody in this place does it. I've had it. It's been done to my shit too, you know. And it's like holy fuck, man. What the fuck, bro? You know. Smoking blunts in the laundry room, dude. Just about, bro. Just about, dude. Like, I don't want trouble with people, right? I'm really not a troublemaker. I'm not someone who wants to fight people and shit like that. But it's a situation where, and a lot of people don't understand this about violence. If somebody's going to be violent towards you, you have to want to be violent towards them. And I don't mean that in like a gangbanger sort of way, right? That's not the way that I mean it, right? What I mean is if somebody comes knocking on my door, I got my wife at home right now, man. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, you better not knock on this door with ill intent, because in that case it's not just gonna be, oh well, Sir, no, no, I didn't touch him. It's gonna be open the door and start fucking swinging, dude. And not like open the door like, what's up? Like, door is coming open. That, like, that's the reality of violence, you know? And, people are not allowed to act according to reality anymore, you know. Even what I'm saying right now could be used in court to be like, you premeditated, that was premeditated. And it's like, you know what, fine. Like, it wasn't premeditated. I didn't make a plan. I didn't. I'm sitting here telling you, yo, I don't want that to happen. I don't want something like that to happen. Fucking. But this woman is sitting here saying, I don't care. I'll fight anybody. I ain't afraid of a man. I'm going to call my cousin. And if cousin fuckhead comes here, you know, if cousin fuckhead comes here and that's going to be the deal, what else am I going to do, man? Are you fucking kidding me? You know? She's still out there flipping the fuck out, bro. She's still out there, you know? And it's like, what the fuck, man? Holy fucking shit. Premeditated. Great band name. What's up?
She keeps fucking screaming at our door, just pissing me off.
At our door?
No, it's not at us. She's just
Yeah. She's like back and forth, back and forth. Baby, get this on video, please. Get her on video, please. Okay, because we need. No, baby, go there, get the audio. It's all good. Everyone's gonna know who it is. Fucking A, dude. You know. Call the cops. LOL, dude. Honestly, if she keeps that up, I'm gonna have to, you know, because that's the thing is we need this. Other than my fucking stream, we need this to be recorded, right? We need this to be um documented is the name. Documented is the word. We need this to be documented, you know. It's fucking ridiculous, bro. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna record. Hold on one second. Holy fucking shit, dude. It's so fucking stupid, bro. It's so fucking stupid. You know. Tell the crackhead you'll give her $20 if she fucks off for a while. Yeah, that'd probably help. Like a week. Good call. Sorry. I we're gonna move on to the next thing. I just got to talk to my wife real quick. It's ridiculous because I'm sitting here trying to make sure that like we get this recorded, and my wife just has no clue what the fuck I'm trying to ever do. I'm like, you need to record this. Go get this on video. She's like, how am I supposed to get it on video? I can't see her. It doesn't matter if you can't see her. Just get the audio. Oh, okay. She pulls out her fucking voice note thing that is not going to record the audio the way that her video is going to record. It's just like, fuck, dude. It's like an Abbott and Costello sketch. We got a schizo outside, and I'm trying to coach somebody on how to fucking record evidence. It's like, fuck, man. I should have just ended the stream and fucking recorded it myself. Fucking, you guys can see all the recent Reddits I'm on. Fish tag Bert, the 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 Bert fan club. This one was a funny one. It's fucking Bert has a fucking Reddit now. I was I was curious because I wanted to see something on the fish tank thing, and these two popped up, and I was like, oh, that's funny. I didn't know there was multiple of them. But anyway, so this is from Am I Overreacting? Okay, I wanted to talk a little bit about this. Um, am I overreacting if I left my boyfriend for this? I'll go ahead. I'll read this, and then we'll read through these things, right? These things. So, uh, on Sunday, I, female, 18, legal age to drink where I live, went clubbing on Sunday, and this conversation happened Monday morning. We haven't spoken since because he, male 22, wants me to think about what he is mad about, and I just want to break up with him at this point. But I feel like maybe I was being disrespectful towards him, and I'm just a bit lost. So, can anyone help me out and tell me if I would be overreacting if I broke up with him? I included the outfit I wore in the picture, just not me, because no thanks. Um, That's how proud of the outfit she is, that she didn't want to post herself in it. She didn't even want to like block out her face or anything like that. That's how proud she is. Right away. Right away. Right away. She's kind of telling you how she feels about the situation, right? Um so this is the boyfriend and this is her. He says, "Are you awake? Yes, hi. How was last night? I have so much to tell you. Are you free to call?" This is like such a weird thing, like to just to me, right? Just to me, because like it's just you're just going to a club. What happens at a club that you have so much to tell somebody? That's like kind of such like a weird thing, right? But whatever, right? No, I don't need details. I gathered enough from what you wore. What's that supposed to mean? Question mark? Uh, I would assume that's her name. Like, what the fuck? Is that outfit you posted on your story the one you went out in? She's back. She's back. Anyway, she said, yes, why? Jesus Christ. At least you capitalized Jesus and Christ. It was barely covering your tits. You looked like a whore, to say the least. Why are you speaking to me that way? Bunch of question marks. Because right now I'm ashamed to be your boyfriend. My girlfriend isn't going to dress like a slag. You're supposed to be representing me. So here's the deal, right? Um, this guy is out of line right now. He is out of line talking to her like that, and it is a situation where he is very clearly hurt. And I think that's something that needs to be understood more when a man acts like this. Now, men are not allowed to have standards today, and they're also not allowed to have feelings and emotions. And I don't just mean like they're not allowed to cry. Oh, I mean like they are not allowed to feel a certain type of way. The second they feel a certain type of way, they are demonized for it, right? They're called insecure, they're called jealous, they're called all these sorts of things to try and justify the behavior of the woman and demonize the very legitimate feelings of the man. In this case, he was acting out of pocket. Um, I mean, look, we all get upset at our significant others, whether you're a man or a woman. You know, I've said things to my wife, she's said things to me, and you know, we've had to come back hours or even days later and be like, look, that wasn't cool what I did or said, you know, and I'm sorry about that. But this right here, like you looked like a whore, to say the least. That's that you're not gonna get what you want that way, man. You're not gonna get what you want, you know. Um, I could understand frustration. I can understand the frustration if you're in a situation where like this is the millionth time you've had to have that conversation, but there is kind of something to be said where it's like, hey, if this is the millionth time you've had to have this conversation, why are you still with them in the first place? It's clear that they're not changing. It's clear that they're not going to change. They don't want to, right? At least they're not going to change for you, I guess. Maybe they'll change someday, but they're not doing it now. Um, but like regardless, this is not a good way to talk to anybody, you know. Unless it's your landlord. Unless it's your landlord, then you know, go for it. Um Now this woman is genuinely confused about what she did wrong, right? Oh, excuse me. Hmm. Damn. Fucking ugh. That gross feeling in your throat sometimes you get when you're like coughing. Um she doesn't even know what she did, right? And that should be a sign that she is innocent. And I don't mean innocent like she has not done anything wrong, but innocent as in she genuinely doesn't know that what she did was something that would like get on your nerves, right? Um, so like you need to like dial it back a bit, dude. You gotta fucking like take a step back from that, you know? And then to follow it up with, because right now I'm ashamed to be your boyfriend. My girlfriend isn't going to dress like a slag. You're supposed to be representing me. Now, this is something that I actually agree with. I don't think if you are dating a man, you should not be dressing like a hoe going out to the club. You should be with him. And if you're not going to be with him, for one thing, you shouldn't be going to the club in the first place. But like you should not be dressing like a hoe wherever you happen to be. But again, it's like the point that he's making, while it's valid, while she does represent him, whether she is going to want to believe that or not, um, it's a situation where she's being mistreated here. You know, she is being mistreated. You know, And any point that this guy has is gonna be thrown out, right? In this situation, he could be saying the sky is blue and the grass is green, and it's not gonna matter to this woman, because she's just gonna be like, "Wow, what's he being so mean for?" Right? And you have a lot of women out there that no matter how you say something to them, they're just absolutely positively never going to take it the way that it needs to be taken. That's just the way that it is. A lot of women, I'd even say most women out there, are like, the second you start trying to tell them about themselves or like about something that they did, they're gonna be like, "Why are you being mean to me though? Like, you're being rude right now." Like, that's gonna be the response that they give you, right? Um, but like, it's hard, even though I agree with the sentiment in these two messages here, right? It's hard for me to want to take this guy's side for the simple fact that he's being like a kind of a fucking asshole, or as the British would say, a knobhead, because this guy is very clearly British, and High Ecuador agrees with me, and if High Ecuador agrees, that means I'm right. Um, my girlfriend isn't going to dress like a slag. You're supposed to be representing me. I'm not representing nobody. I'm my own person. And not quite. Not quite. And this is one of those things where one of the main issues with relationships today is that women don't get taught how to be team players. And again, like, this guy is being overly combative. He's being overly aggressive. He's being kind of unfair about the situation. He should be able to explain his thoughts and his feelings without absolutely going fucking crazy like he is right now. But this woman is wrong as well. When you are dating someone, you are a representation of that person, whether you like it or not. And women are not taught this kind of thing today. So because of that, they aren't taught about how it makes a man look and how it makes a man feel when his girlfriend is running around in skimpy clothing, dancing in a club with a bunch of guys who are definitely 1,000,000% trying to fuck her. And one of the things that one of the things one of the things that like a lot of women will say is they dress not for male attention but for female attention, and we all know that's bullshit. That's just a classic move that a lot of people, especially women, like to use, where it's like, the sky is blue. You say something that is clear as day, right? The sky is blue, and they're like, "No, the grass is blue. Actually, no, the grass is blue." And they're saying it as a way to try and gaslight you. There is gaslighting being deployed here. She is being an abuser herself right now, right? Now, what this guy has to say: "How much men did you let touch up on you? You looked like a porn star. I'm actually fit to rip the hairs out my head. I'm so fucking pissed at you." And here we have the crux of the issue here. And again, it's being fucked up. It's being destroyed by the way that he's saying these things. It's being destroyed by the way that he's saying these things. Specifically this and these two, right? How much men did you let touch up on you? What he's afraid of is that this woman does not actually view herself as beholden to him. She doesn't. He's afraid that she does not respect him and the relationship. And what he needs is a sign. What he needs is treatment that is going to allow him to believe that she respects him and the relationship. And again, so many women are taught today that they don't owe anyone anything ever under any circumstances, and they're most certainly not taught how to be girlfriends and wives. So because of that, she's just going to further push that away, right? Like, she's just going to further push you away, right? Um, this guy feels insecure, and that's not because he is like a bad man. It's not like he's bad necessarily. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be people who are like, "Oh, he's bad because of the way he's speaking to her." What you need to do is take what he's saying and put it in the context of, he is very, very upset, and he is very, very scared. He is nervous that this woman is not doing him right. And nobody's going to do that, especially not this girl right here. But that's just a truth of the matter, you know? What this guy is saying, how he's saying it more like, is fucked up. It's not good. But the reason he's saying it is understandable. And I think that's what's important. Um, LOL, I'm not talking to you when you were speaking to me like this. And you see, this is something that a lot of women do all the time, right? They see that somebody's upset, and instead of being like, "Oh, how can I fix the issue?" they just either like completely try to detach in a way that is like biting. Saying LOL when this dude is like, again, clearly very upset is like you're just trying to make the problem worse by saying LOL. You know, there's a reason why I didn't open up the door earlier when that woman was talking about, I'm gonna go get my cousin, blah, blah, blah. Is because if I opened up the door, something bad probably would have happened. There probably would have been an escalation of the situation that was going on with my neighbor who was threatening to hurt people and stuff like that. And because of that, I'm not trying to be in a situation where I have to hurt somebody and then I potentially get in trouble or anything like that. So I decided I'm going to detach from the situation, but I'm not going to be biting about it. It's not like I was like, yeah, whatever, bitch, and then walk off. I was like, nah, I'm just gonna fucking walk away from the door, not say a damn word. And sure enough, she moved on. She moved on. Fucking, instead of doing something akin to that, she decides to escalate by going LOL and then disconnecting. And then disconnecting. And this is a weaponization of therapy tactics. And I'm not saying this woman went to therapy and she's like she's weaponizing the tactics, but like you see this exact thing when a woman goes to a therapist with like her husband or her boyfriend or something like that, and the therapist gives them coping mechanisms to deal with fights, and instead of using them in good faith, they start using them in bad faith. Like fucking, I'm gonna get the last word in, and then I'm gonna say we're done. We're not having the conversation anymore. You know. Oh, and you know what? I don't even want to go to your mother's this weekend because I think your mother's a bitch. But anyway, we're fighting right now, and the therapist told us to walk away from each other. So I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna be the bigger person right now, and I'm gonna walk away. Like there's so many women that do that, and it's because at the end of the day, they are taught, they are raised from an extremely young age. Not all of them, not all of them, not all of them, but a lot of women out there are raised from an extremely young age to be so self-centered constantly all the time. Um, and because of that, they think that it's totally cool for them to do that, right? Like that's really what therapy is. It's just a way for women. Therapy is really just a way for women to be like shitty. You know, it's just feminine affirming. It's gynocentric affirming, um, weird like playground made up rules for women to utilize to try and attack men. And I'll tell you a story about a woman that I went to with my ex girlfriend. I'll tell you a story about that after this. But so this is what she was wearing, and yeah, I'd be like, oh, hold on, baby, can you come in here for a second? I want to yell at you. I don't know if you guys heard. She was like, huh? Hold on one sec. I flipped the thing down. Can you come over here? I wanna show you something. So if a girl wore this to the club, right? You think she's going there because she's like, I just want to be left alone and like buy some drinks and like just hang out with my gal pals. You think that?
No, too revealing.
Yeah, too revealing. You wouldn't wear something like that in the first place, but like, could you understand why I'd be like a little bit pissed off if like, especially like you and like one of your friends, I won't mention them by name. Like let's say you decide you're gonna there a new Brazilian club opened up, ooh, and you're gonna go there. You know, like have what was I gonna say? Like, would you understand why I'd be upset about that?
Yeah, yes, I would.
Yeah, because like that's completely and totally inappropriate, and like even if you and I were just boyfriend and girlfriend, like you going out like that is disrespectful to me because it's showing too much of yourself. I'm the only one who's supposed to be able to see that much of you and more, and yet you're going out there showing it to guys for free. And then on top of that, like if I want to see that much of you, what like I gotta buy us dinner or something like that, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
right, yeah.
fucking
It's inappropriate. I agree.
yeah. It's kind of fucking disgusting. I flipped it back up, but um, like yeah, like this woman has a guilty conscience, right? Even though this guy was being like extremely rude and He wasn't acting the way that he should have been acting. She has a guilty conscience, and that's why she was saying, but I feel like maybe I was being disrespectful towards him, and I'm just at a loss. I'm just at a loss, I guess. I mean, she was, don't get me wrong, she was a little bit disrespectful, specifically here, right? A little bit here, but it's whatever, that's just female indoctrination, but this was disrespectful, right? But I think when she says she was being disrespectful towards him, she knows this was disrespectful. I think she has a guilty conscience and she knows that she was going there so that she could get hit on. And I think what happens with a lot of women is that they don't go to these clubs thinking, I want to get hit on by guys so that I can fuck. I don't think that's what a lot of these women are doing. I don't think that's their whole thing, right? I think what it is that they go to these clubs hoping that guys will, one, offer to buy them drinks so they can get free drinks, but then two, in addition to that, there's an ego boost that comes from a guy hits on you and you're like, no thanks, no thanks, no, fucking A. Like, jokes aside though, like there's an ego boost that comes from that, right? Women enjoy that. And because of that, they like when guys hit on them and they get to say no. But then every now and again, a guy hits on them. They know that they're supposed to say no, but maybe that no isn't a hard no. Maybe it's a soft no. Maybe it's a soft no. Maybe it is, one of the things that you get used to as you deal with women more and more often is you learn the difference between a hard no and a soft no, right? And I don't mean like straight up no, I'm not interested, and then you try and convince them to say yes, right? Basically, what I mean is the difference between a no, I'm not interested, thank you though, and a I'm gonna play hard to get. I'm gonna be a little bit flirty, tee hee, right? Excuse me. The difference between no, I'm not interested and flirting, right? You learn the difference between those two things. And what happens with women, the way women flirt is most of the time they're not going to be upfront and hands-on, right? They're more so gonna let themselves dangle in front of you is what's going to end up happening. Free game from infield dating coach Scott. From red pilled, based in red pilled infield dating coach Scott. That's my name, is infield dating coach Scott. But like, women, the way they flirt is not by being like all over you and shit like that. The way they flirt is by hanging themselves out in front of you, hoping that you're gonna pick them up, right? There's a woman, I've seen her for years, and I mean years, at my local grocery store. She's a lifer, tall black chick, right? Not even bad looking, but I just never said anything to her for one reason or another, right? And obviously I'm married now, but I can tell even to this day. I walk through the grocery store line and I see the look in her face and I see the way she kind of hovers and she kind of hangs on, right? That she's just waiting for me to be like, so you come here often? No, but like, jokes aside, she's waiting for me to be like flirty, to strike up a real conversation with her, to say, hey, I've seen you here for years. You wanna grab a bite to eat after you get out? What time you get out? I know she's waiting on that, right? And it's because of the look in her eye, the way that it's not just like, all right, beep, beep, beep. That's going to be 22.50. All right, thank you. Have a good day, sir. It's always beep, beep. Look up, look down, little smile in the eyes, little short little grin, right? Beep, beep. All right, it's going to be 22.50. Prolonged eye contact, right? Again with that little smile and that little twinkle in the eyes, right? And then I hand the money over. She hands me my change. She gives me way too much change. I end up making a profit off of the sale. And then like after she's done, there's no like, all right, have a good day, sir. It's like, all right. And she keeps looking. She keeps smiling. She's dangling herself out in front of me is what's happening. And you can tell if a girl likes you by whether or not she's willing to dangle herself out in front of you like that, even if she's not saying anything. You'll have some women that are a little bit more open, meaning like, you know, they'll be a little bit more talkative with you right out the gate. They'll be a little bit more willing to like say things and stuff like that. You know, maybe even do certain things, you know, bump into you, haha, oh, get out of my way, tee hee, etc., etc., right? I see it all the time at my work. You know, like I saw these two people flirting earlier. One of them's in his like 40s. The other one's in well, the guy's in his like 40s. The girl is in her like 20s or something like that. Maybe even like a late teenager, I would assume. And I'm not saying anything's going on between them, but like it's so fucking clear that she is like way attracted to this guy who's married with kids. You know, and he kind of flirts back too. And she is always hanging around him. She's always looking for an excuse to go talk to him, not me, not a nice guy like me. Girls don't like the nice guys, so I don't. She doesn't talk to me because I'm a nice guy, and not you know, girls are only interested in jerks, is what it is. They just like jerks. It's because women are jerks. No, but like it's crazy to see. It's crazy to see. But that's what's happening is she's dangling herself, trying to signal, "Hey, pick me up, pick me up, pick me up. I am fruit hanging from a tree right in front of your fucking face. Pick me up." I'm getting deep into this, right? Because for one thing, like I want to explain it for High Ecuador because I know he has trouble with the girls. But then in addition to that, like that's just how women flirt, and that's what this is. She's wearing an outfit that was specifically meant to allow her to dangle out in front of any men who would be interested in her. And then she would pull a bait and switch on those men where it's like, no, I'm not here for male attention. Get away from me, loser. And then she can feel like that warm feeling inside of like, he wanted me, but I'm too good for him. But then that one guy comes over. That one fucking guy comes over. And she should say no. But oh man, he's really cute. But I have a boyfriend, but he's really cute. Uh, haha. I mean, I can't. Haha. I can't hang out with you, but I'm also not gonna walk away right now. That type of shit, you know. That's how it goes. That's just how it fucking goes, you know. Why won't Scott ask me out? Because I respect your relationship with user one, Snurf G. I don't want to trample on that. I'm not a marriage killer. You want to know how I pick up women from the grocery store with my hands. With my hands. I pick them. I you know how I pick up women at the grocery store? I lift with my legs. Man. Got an ad for Jesus, says Zachary Verrett. It's a sign, sir. It's a sign. Um, Man, unless she's doing it for his specific attention. You know, you never know. You never know. You see, she throws the boots on there because she's a woman with a female brain, as if like the boots are gonna be the problem. You know? Oh, those damn boots. It was the boots that did it. It was the boots that did it, not the partially see-through titties. Titties, the partially see-through bra. You are literally wearing a bra. You are going to the club wearing a bra and booty shorts that are definitely riding up throughout the course of the night because you're getting more drunk and you're dancing more. And then who knows? Like, I don't know. Are you really going hard at the club? Fucking those places, they seem like they'd get hot and sweaty. I've never been to a club in my life. I'll be honest with you. And I'm totally fine with never going to one, right? Who's to say that after a couple hours of dancing and drinking, this thing isn't like a wet t-shirt, you know? It's fucking... it's fucking insane, dude. It's so insane. But yeah. And of course, let's see, right? Venus Licks says, which I'm sure is let's see here. Guy, girl. Not seeing anything, but it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if that is a woman. Honestly, you didn't have to show us the outfit. Doesn't matter if you had a sweatshirt or a bikini. He responded terribly. I don't even disagree with that, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, right? Fucking the outfit matters. The outfit matters. But like he did respond terribly. I have a rule for myself to not date anyone who wants to comment negatively on what I wear. It's always insecurity or control or both. See, this is that classic again, like weaponizing therapy speech. It's weaponizing therapy speak to try and convince somebody that they're actually a bad guy for having standards and feelings. This guy's feelings were hurt and she didn't behave up to what his standard for a woman is supposed to behave. And that's why he's hurt in the first place. And instead of just admitting, like, oh, you know, maybe my boyfriend has feelings. Maybe my boyfriend's a human being who has feelings, which you'd be very surprised how many women do not actually realize 100% that their husbands and their boyfriends are humans with feelings, right? Instead of just assuming that, it has to be a thing where he's insecure and he's trying to exert control. Insecurity is a completely and totally healthy and normal feeling to have when somebody is dangling themselves out like that. Like I said, women don't wear those clothing for other women. They wear that clothing. They wear that clothing for men. They wear it for male attention because they love male attention. Bottom line. They may not want to fuck every single guy that gives them attention. In fact, they won't want to fuck most of them, but they want to feel like they're a queen bee who has the pick of the litter. And because of that, they're going to do that, right? And that should make any self-respecting man insecure. You should feel insecure when a woman that you are dating is dressing like that and behaving in the way that she was behaving, right? And then the whole control thing. Control is again like another, it's another code word. It's another dog whistle for, hey, I expect my girlfriend or my wife to behave in a certain way, and if you're not going to act like that, then I'm going to be mad and I'm probably going to leave you at some point, right? If you're okay with being someone like that or working that out with communication or compromises, that's valid, but he spoke so low of you. He tore you apart and made accusations purposely, to put you down. It's the way he responded that sounds like he didn't want a conversation. He just wanted to make you feel small. I would personally feel like we couldn't trust or communicate with each other in the future. And you see, again, this is just another classic example of men are not humans and they don't have feelings, where instead of her being like, hey, you know, I think he probably just had a hard time voicing his discontent in a healthy way, and maybe that's something he needs to work through, and you know, you should be there to help him with that. Instead of her saying something that is a lot more acceptable, a lot more understandable, and a lot more level-headed and even keeled, there always has to be an ascribing of some kind of mal intent, some kind of ill intent, some kind of maladaptive like pattern that is purposeful, that he wanted to do. You know, he wanted to see his girl. He wanted to see his girl wear this so that he could get mad about it, you know? There always has to be some weird shit like that from these people. Even if that woman isn't saying that last part exactly like up front, that's almost where it comes from, is like this denying of the basic humanity of men, and then the purposeful misconstruing of what they do as like some kind of bad abuser thing, you know? It's just disgusting. Excuse me. Oh man. I find the "you looked like a whore to say the least" line a bit interesting. Wondering what the most to say would be here in that case. I would never speak to my wife this way, and it would make me incredibly sad if someone spoke to my daughter this way. Yeah, bullshit, guy. Fucking bullshit. Quiet down. Quiet fucking down. Anyway, and then of course let's see the controversial, right? Let's see the controversial. I'm sure it's just going to be like angry white supremacist misogynists, right? No post history and top comment is a bunch of people talking about where to get the outfit, which is conveniently pictured. Nice ad, super fake. Honestly, yeah, maybe that could be it. Let's see here. My boyfriend encourages me to wear whatever makes me feel nice, whether my cleavage is out or ass poppin'. I suggest he grows a pair and some confidence. NOR, oh, not overreacting. You see, Fucking this is probably a later one, right? Your boyfriend your boyfriend is a loser. Your boyfriend's a loser who doesn't have self-respect, and therefore he's not going to be able to respect you the way that you would like. This woman is definitely going to break up with her boyfriend because he lacks a spine and he's not willing to say, "Yo, don't dress like that. That's fucking ridiculous. What the hell are you doing?" You know? Like I'll be honest with you, right? In Brazil, in Brazil, they have a word for women with big asses. They call them bunduras, right? That's my wife, and then some. I love my wife. I love you. I'm bragging about you, baby. I'm bragging about you. I was saying you have a big Brazilian ass, and I like it. And there's a certain satisfaction of knowing that I get to walk around with a woman with an ass like that. And there's gonna be guys who are like, damn. They're gonna be like, damn, redhead got game. But like the point that I'm making is like I wouldn't want you I love when you wear those like those booty shorts when we're like hanging out together. I would never want you to go outside with those. It's one thing where it's like I get a migraine at the store and you just happen to be wearing them and it's like I need you there now to pick me up because like a migraine in the store is like fucking like I literally am like about to knock people and shit over. That's one thing because you're just hopping in the car and going. But if we were like, let's go to the store together, and you were like, okay, I'm ready, and I saw you in those booty shorts, I'd be like, no, you're not. Fucking, what are you doing? Change into something different. You want to wear shorts, whatever, but like not those shorts. Fuck, you know,
Yeah.
like, excuse me, and that's because I have self-respect, and like I love you and I don't want you to do things that hurt me because I have self respect and I love you. And those things that hurt me aren't just like, oh, you're punching me in the head or you're calling me an asshole. It's things that are also devaluing you. It's a feedback loop where it's like, you look like a cheap hoe, which devalues you and hurts you, even though the guys that would go for a cheap hoe, they're not going to be like, you're a cheap hoe, well, let's fuck. They're going to say whatever they feel like they can, right? And then that circles back to me where it's like, well, am I dating a cheap hoe? Am I dating a cheap hoe? Have I gone steady with a tart? Have I gone steady with a woman of ill repute? Have I? Have I, gentlemen? Um, but yeah, like it's that cycle, and I'm seeing this woman who was talking about like my boyfriend lets me wear whatever I want, and it's like for one thing he doesn't respect himself. For another thing, she's not going to respect him either, and she's going to eventually get bored of him, you know. Excuse me. And I mean a great example like I'm not, I can't mention her name, but the goth chick that I dated, and then I was like, I'm fucking finished with women, and then like 2 years later, you and I meet. Um, that was the final straw. Was she dressed up as like some kind of weird corpse bride thing, and she had her titties like cleavage, like whoa, like literally later on in the night when we were arguing, she got like flustered and she like fucking got up and she like threw her arms down and her titties popped out. That's how low cut the top was. Yeah, it was like fucking insane, you know? And where's she at right now? She's like I've checked in on her over the last year or two. She's like 36, no wife, what the fuck? No husband, no kids, just a cat that's going to die soon, you know? And it's like fucking A, man, you know? And like if she had just listened to me and covered her fucking titties up and not been such a hoe, you know, you never know what could have happened. You know? Maybe I'd be talking to my big titty goth wife right now. Who knows? But bottom line, she didn't. And because of that, I now have a big booty Latina wife. So, I mean, a big booty Latina wife who isn't showing off constantly. So there's that. There's that. Happy birthday, baby.
Thanks, baby.
It's literally my wife's birthday in an hour and 15 minutes.
Thanks.
Yeah. Is this a good time to tell you I'm starting a 24-hour stream, by the way?
Right now?
Yeah, right now. I'm gonna start now. I'm gonna end tomorrow at 10:45 p.m. I can't go anywhere. Can't do anything.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you know that.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah. Anyway. Anywho. Anywho. A big ass must mean big shits, says gay guy. Is it true, baby?
Not really.
I don't know, baby. I don't know. I don't know if you're gonna beat the allegations on that one.
You ever check it out?
Yeah, because that's the first thing I do when you take a shit is like, let me in, let me in. I'm outside the door like Eric Andre, like let me in.
Exactly.
Fucking. Oh man, just the thought of that is like, ooh, yeah, ooh, ew, ooh. I love you, Bisha. Anyway, what? We're gonna play some AoE now. We're gonna finish off the stream with a quick game of AoE of AO. We're not in the piss zone right now, gay guy. All right, so we're gonna go ranked. We're gonna do a 4v4. I'll tell you said happy birthday, Zachary. I am so glad the crackhead fucked off. I wish she stuck around for another like 5 minutes so that we could have got a better recording of her because, like 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 the more that I'm not sitting here like oh it's fucking I'm not sitting here like oh fuck I'll take land nomad. I'm all right with land nomad. Um, what was I gonna say? Um, like I'm not saying I want more shit like that to happen. That is not what I mean at all. You know, I don't want that kind of thing to happen. But fuck, Black Forest. That's kind of a tough one. I think I'll go rootin' tootins on this one. Usually if I'm not on an arena map or like a similar map to arena, um, hmm. Okay. So you know what? I'll go a more aggressive civ because I'm gonna be playing flank. I have to play flank. Um, you see, if I'm playing flank, I might go Celts even if it's not an arena civ. But if it's an arena civ, I'm definitely going Celts. If I'm able to go pocket, I'll boom up with like a civ that's a little bit better later on. With like infantry and shit like that. But anyway, um, fuck. Oh yeah, like the more that kind of thing happens, excuse me, the more that kind of thing happens, even though I don't like dealing with it and I don't want to deal with it, I don't want it to happen, the more of an excuse I have to go and fucking tell them, yo, like we're being threatened by these fucking people, and like I'm not afraid to fight, but that doesn't mean I want to fight. So I'm getting the fuck out of here. We're leaving. You haven't done anything about these people. We've told you and the police about them. If you're not going to do something about them, you're invalidating. Oh shit. Okay. I'm gonna wall here, and then maybe here. I gotta go loom as well. But want to make sure that I can. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Sorry, I'm like trying to figure out what I need to do here, you know. Um 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 all right, yeah. So we'll go here and then I'm going to go sorry, bang, bang. Oh, that's stupid. Whatever though, what you going to do? Damn, I literally forgot. Oh yeah, like the more that happens though, even though I don't want it to happen, the more that happens, at the very least, I have something to point to and be like, look, this is why we're leaving. Because the way everything seems like it's going to end up being, the way everything seems like it's going to end up being, it seems like we're in a situation where, like, if we try to just leave like normal, we're going to have to pay them a ton of money unless we basically get lucky enough to, you know what, yeah. Unless we get lucky enough. Ah, fucking bastard. Oh, fuck, no. Go, 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 go. Help me out, help me out, help me the fuck out, man. Hell yeah. We got him. Oh, oh, fuck, man. Damn it. Yeah, I don't, shit. That's annoying. I'm already fucking up in the game here. Well, no, I'm not really fucking up at the game here. It's just annoying to have to, you know, it's annoying to have to deal with that. All right, I'll let him do his thing there, you know. Sick. Yeah, like part of the issue I have with this place is that come on, yes, perfect. Part of the issue I have with this place and part of the issue I have with these people is that like they purposefully set up their shit so that it's what? What? It's fucking it's over. It's pretty much over. Whatever though, we'll keep playing. They designed their shit so that oh dude. Yeah, it's over for a couple of different reasons. For one thing, fucking I'm fucking up the build order hard. You know? I mean real hard. Would you rather live in the projects or a favela? Projects, easily. Okay. Alright, so we're good on that front. Then I can also get this too. That's going to be an important piece. But yeah, like they set it up so that like again, there's all these weird little things. Like for instance, trying to get you to commit to a lease renewal months before your lease is even up, so that you have to sit here and like try and juggle like, well, I mean, I could try and look at what's out there. And then also if you want to go monthly, it's not like it's just a little bit more expensive. It's like $500 to $800 more expensive for the monthly if you want to go month to month, you know? So it's like they're clearly doing that to make it infeasible, impossible for you to be able to afford to go monthly. So they're trying to get you they're trying to use pressure tactics to get you to sign on to something that is not going to be beneficial to you. Fuck, man. You know, it's just disgusting tactics, dude. It's gross, you know. And we're trying to find ways that we can get out of it legally. Obviously, it's not like I'm inventing things, but you see how it's not like I invented that. It's not like I'm sitting here like, oh, let's cause issues with my with my neighbor. Like, we had no fucking clue what that chick's problem was up until up until fucking she started like screaming about laundry. You know, we had no idea. Go there. Go there. Again, fucked up the build order. Whoopsie doodles. Oh, I also have. I mean, there is no way we're gonna win this. It's not gonna happen. You know, we would absolutely positively have to like. Everything would have to go perfect for us, and everything would have to go absolutely terrible for them. What I'm gonna try my best to do is set up a castle. Not necessarily a forward castle. I'm probably going to put it here. That way I'm protected from the front and a little bit from the side for these guys. And then I'm going to try and blast through that and roll red ASAP. You know, he's playing Italians, which the Italians, they're really only good for, well, I mean, they're good for a bunch of different things, actually. But they're until they get gunpowder, what people tend to main with the Italians is that Genoese archer, Genoese crossbowman, excuse me, which the Genoese crossbowman is not exactly known for being, you know, it's not known for being good against. All right, that's our guy. Good. Excuse me. It's not known for being good against siege. You know, any archer is not going to be good against siege. It's just not how that works. You know. So even though he's at feudal age first, that does kind of Bodkin boy, yeah. So he's definitely trying to go for the he's definitely trying to hit the archers. You know, like archers are not good. Bottom line, you know. 1, 2, bada bing, bada boom. Oh damn it, yeah. So you know what? In that case, I hate that I have to do this, but because I can't waste the time having these guys go all the way out there and then back. I'd rather just waste because I'm the Celts anyway. They have good wood making capabilities. Wood making. Their wood factories are good. Their wood production centers. Ah, damn it. Edge 777. I'm waiting for this guy to come back there. Oh, fuck. These guys are just... Oh, perfect. Oh, damn it. Ah, well. Might as well. Perfect. I'm already up. I'm like, perfect. I'm already up. It's almost 16 minutes in. I'm like, fuck. Scott, thoughts on the Minecraft movie? Dude, I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it. I've never actually played Minecraft in my life, though, is the thing. Ah, man. That's a bit of a pain. That is a bit of a pain. I won't lie. I won't lie. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Hmm. Nah, nah. I should go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13. Uh, oh. Yeah, I ain't exactly worried about that. I should have enough for a castle by that time, so, you know. Oh, my... fucking A, dude. Fuck it. Alright. Let's get that out of here. One sec as well. Alright, so... You see, like, I like 4v4 when everything goes right, but, like, a lot of the time, dudes will get in, they'll spend, like, 5 minutes in game, and they'll be like, oh, alright, I'm out of here, you know? So I'm just checking some messages real quick. Checking some messages, waiting for my 2 minute queue for a 4v4 where some fucking asshole is gonna quit. Minecraft is one of my faves. Been playing from beta. Yeah, Minecraft is a crazy game because like there's people, you know, my age specifically. Like I was a sophomore, maybe a junior when it came out. And it became this cultural phenomenon that was so insane that like, you know, it grew into what it became. And I remember when it was like a cult classic sort of thing where like, you know, the kids that I was cool with, but I wasn't like best pals with were telling me about it. And I was like, oh, I mean, doesn't sound like my thing. Doesn't really sound like something I'd be into. Um, you know, and then sure enough, fucking, um, you know, sure enough, fucking, like I wasn't into it, but like it was really just a cultural phenomenon, you know? That's crazy. Only game you can build the game within itself. That's true. That's true, I suppose. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Did you ever play AoE 2 in the old days, like 2000 to 2005 on the Microsoft Zone? I mean, in 2004, I was 10 years old, so I wasn't exactly in a spot where I was playing tons of online games. Dude, look at this shit. It better not be punishing me for pulling out of that game. I was the third guy to quit. I was the third guy to quit, like 20 to 30 minutes into the game. Like, fuck off, you know? Excuse me. I'm gonna leave queue and then go back. But yeah, I don't think I was exactly old enough for online gaming. You know, I know some people's parents didn't really give that much of a shit about it, so they were like, yeah, whatever, do your thing. But you know, my parents most certainly gave a shit about it. They gave a little bit too much of a shit in certain cases. Kind of made me into a bit of a weirdo, you know? Made me into a bit of a weirdo. You know, that's one of the things that I want to make sure that I'm good with when it comes to my kids. Ah, damn it. Fucking land nomad. Fuck. Oh. Oh, boy. I'll go Italians. What does it even matter? But I want to make sure that I don't make my kids into weirdos. You know, I want them to understand that they're a cut above almost everybody that they're gonna meet. You know, I want them to understand that like there is a hierarchy, there is an aristocracy of the soul, and you are not one of the peons. You are not one of the people who's like at the bottom rung. You know, um, but also don't be a fucking weirdo. You know. Fuck. You know, don't be one of those people who's like, I'm I'm not into this. I'm not into that, and that makes me better. Like, no, that shit's annoying. You're being an annoying dweeb, being that kind of guy, like a nonconformist for the sake of it, you know. But understand that you're in this world. You're not of this world, and because of that, like, expect there to be a bunch of stupid shit from the people who are of this world, and don't give in. Don't give in to the bullshit. You know that. I'm just put it right here. Oh, nice. That's not a bad start for me. Where's the last one? Not bad either. Oh fuck, you know what? Oh damn, this is actually two pigs right away. Two piggy boys. And damn. Not bad. Not bad at all. I was 13 in 2004 and I definitely ended up being a weirdo. Oh yeah. Yeah. We were the first generation to be raised with technology in the way that we kind of you know have now. Like we weren't the first generation to be raised with it from birth, but we were the first generation where it's like after school we got home and we played video games like for hours and hours with other people online. You know, some of us were PC guys, others had 360s. If you were a loser, you had a PS3. If you weren't an elite gamer, if you weren't an elite gamer, you you had a PS4, PS3, excuse me. First first globalist generation. Yeah, it's the globalists. Oh yeah, I need to bada bing, bada boom. All right. Just gonna sit here hitting the Vil button, even though there's nothing. All right, so what do I got? I got 5 Vils right now. Oh boy. You see, like the reason I hate Nomad is one, sometimes you plant right on top of somebody by mistake, and then two, it's such a slow fucking start. Oh boy. Speaking of which, speaking of fucking which, oh man. And if I can see him, there's a non-zero chance that he can see me from the from this shit right here. You know? Fucking A, dude. That sucks, dude. So I have to be careful how I scout in this direction. That way he is not able to like, you know. Um I don't know what else to do. Fuck. Fuck. I can't even build a mill. All right, we're good. We got him. Oh, sick, a boar. Cool. At least I got one boar. Oh, sweet, another boar. Again, I gotta be careful, though, because there's a good chance his TC is somewhere around here, and he might try and explore to grab that thing, you know? Let's nail that one. Good. There. That way, I can go after the boars after, at least. I genuinely am at, like, a loss as for what to do. I don't have any berries around, from what I can tell. I'm too afraid to explore in this side. And I can't find any more sheep. You know what? I know what I'll do. I'll use the next however many vills that I create to lure boar. I'll lure this one with these guys, and then that one with the other guys. I also need loom. I've been trying to get loom. I've also been trying to lure, or not lure, but drive livestock. You know, things I've been getting a little bit better at, and because of that, my game is taking a bit of a turn. You know, when I'm not completely fucked by shitty teammates. It's always the teammates' fault every single time. Fuck. Come on, baby. Oh, damn, I can't even. Alright, sick. 17, but first. Go, 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 go. Come on. Come on. Oh. Just instantly able to share thoughts and culture with many people at once. No longer took 3 months for a radio hit, playing in the city to make it to the country. Playing games and shit crazy. Oh, yeah, you know. And it's so crazy what it's done to people's attention spans and shit like that, you know. One of the, not to sit here immediately going to downsides. Like, there's a lot of good things that have happened because of the internet, and people are just cynical, and because of that, they're like, oh dude, what, you mean you think the internet's good? Oh, yeah, it's like, of course, the internet has done a lot of good. In fact, I don't even think the internet has done bad. I think it's that people do bad. So, I mean, I guess you could say that people do good or bad on the internet. You know, it's really just a way for people to be themselves more. But, you know, sitting here philosophizing, you know, like the philosopher that I am. Yeah, all right, good to go. But what was I going to say? Damn. I'm at a fucking loss and then some, bro. I am at a loss and then some. Just go ahead and snag that bad Larry right there. But yeah, the bottom line is, like, there's so many cool things that, I mean, dude, like, I'm in the position I'm in because of the internet. You guys know about me because of the internet. I have 153 total viewers on this stream right now. Not literally right now, but you get the point of what I'm trying to say here. One, two. Go ahead and snatch those as well, I guess, because I don't know what to do. 3. All right, we're good. But yeah, like, you know, Sam Hyde, never would have known him if it wasn't for the internet. Taylor from PKA, you know, if I wasn't doing this right now, I'd be playing with them. You know, like they're on tonight. I just saw them. I'd be playing with Taylor and his buddies. You know, who I kind of consider to be buddies of mine at this point. What? What do you want? Idiot. You fucking idiot, dude. You're a dummy. Blue waking around. Anyway, um, yeah, like there's so many cool people I've been able to meet because of the internet, you know. And I'm really thankful for it, you know. So I guess I'm thankful that the internet was a thing that I was raised with, you know, because I could have been born in a generation where we didn't have the internet, and because of that, I'd just be like working at a factory or something like that. Not that I have like the greatest life outside of like anything internet related in the first place. Truth be told, like I've been fucked up for a long time, and I mean like a long ass time, where I have just I just have not loved the hell out of life lately. And all I can do is just move forward. But like at the very least I have something like this where it's like, man, I have all these cool memories and all this stuff, and you know, there's more stuff coming down the road, guys. There is. And it's gonna be really good. You're gonna see it, believe me. Um, you know, one, two, bang, bang. I suppose I should also build one of these for just in case. Oh yeah, and then you know what? I can... Oh, fuck. Damn it. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, no. I'm in trouble. But yeah, it's cool. You know, it's nice. It's sick. It's sick nasty, dude. It's sick fucking nasty. Chinese is the enemigo. Dude, we all just immediately built up where one of our guys were, and because of that, we're all right on top of each other. It is the dumbest thing. We are so stupid for that. All right, I'm gonna send 2 here and then 2 there, I suppose. Even though, no, you know what? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Uh-uh. 1, 2. Ah, son of a bitch. I still... Ah, shit, that's green. Fuck. Damn, I'm fucked. I'm fucked. I might as well just quit now. I might as well just quit now. It ain't happening, you know? All right, I can go up to Castly. I can go up to the Castly age. And I can also get double bit axe while I'm at it, which is a good thing. You see, I have enough for another TC right away, but then I also absolutely positively... That's no fun. I didn't even know Teal was an enemy. Oh, speaking of an enemy. Villager, Eagle Scout. But yeah, I gotta put up a castle immediately, and I gotta put up a TC immediately so I can start making more wood, because I definitely need wood. No, I still have way too much time. You see, because what I need to do, what the fucking honey horse? What the hell? How do you get a horse like that? I'm wondering if I should just go straight for the Franks. It's a tough one. It's a tough one for sure. Bing, bang, boom. There we go. Right here. You guys are going to... yeah, you know what? No, I wanna make sure everything is protected here. So, here. Ah, fuck, yeah. Maybe I should just go straight for, maybe I should just go straight for, whatever it's called. That guy. But then again, fuck. I'm in a rock and a hard place, dude. No, and it's not just one of them either. It's two of them. I literally have two of them right on top of me. Uh-huh. And now the Franks know where I am exactly. Which means everybody knows where I am, because they all share intel. Damn it. Fuck it. Yeah, fuck it. This is annoying. This fucking horse. Now, you know what? Then what I also need to do is build up some pikemen. I forgot I was, I forgot I picked Italians. I don't know why I forgot I picked Italians. I just did, but yeah. So it's pretty much over for me, you know. What are the scores at? Yeah, I mean the scores aren't too crazy. We got one guy on each team that's about even. But it's just not looking good for me at all, you know. These I forget if that's Mongols or Ethiopians what green has, but if it's Ethiopians, I'm fucked because those guys I think it's the Shodal warriors or something like that. Those guys are tough mothers. You know, they're not easy to deal with. You know, hopefully orange and purple will knock blue out as quick as they can, and then they can move on to like, you know, and then they can move on to like teal or something, you know, and then we can all hit green. But you know, that's kind of wishful thinking. I don't think we're all going to be working together the way that really needs to be worked together. All right, well, let's give it a shot, I suppose. Oh, he built a wall. Come on, tell me I'm gonna make it. Tell me I'm gonna make it. Oh yeah, I should have this. Hoping and praying. I don't know, maybe? Probably not. Oh, boy. This way, at the very least, I have something to protect against all that bullshit. Alright. What the hell is going on here? You know, fuck it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think what I really need is to get up to Imperial Age as soon as I can, which I'm probably going to get beat. In fact, I'd say I'm definitely going to get beat by these guys. You know, I mean, look at the scores. You know, they're pulling ahead in a way that I'm not going to be able to keep up with. You know, as much as I want to. You know, as much as I want to try, just ain't happening. Just ain't happening. Plus, my gold is running out. The only other gold I have is I could have swore I had some gold somewhere else around here, but I could be wrong. Oh no, I was thinking of the last map. That's the map I was thinking of, was the last map. Yep. Oh fuck. I'm an idiot. Whoops. Whoopsies. Yeah, it's over. Yeah, it's pretty much over, you know. Need Bodkin at least. Yeah, he's gonna treb that castle down. I know he is. If he doesn't go after one of the more active guys, that is. Oh, I see. Dude, he's not. Nobody's backing Purple's battering ram up. Yeah, we're not. We're playing like a bunch of fools. You know, it just ain't working. Uh-huh. Yep. Fuck it. I'd rather get another one in. I'd rather just get another one in, you know? Dude, Nomad is such a shitty map. Like you should be able to ban map types, like, because you have like Hideout, for instance, right? This is an arena-based map. Okay, you start off with pre-built walls. Nobody can get into your base unless they either take down the wall or they time just right so that they can go in when you have your gate open, right? You should be able to ban that map type. Land Nomad, Nomad. You should be able to ban those types. If I had to pick between Nomad and Land Nomad, I'd rather have Land Nomad, but I'd rather have nothing. I'd rather have none of them, you know? What's going on, Rusty Corvine? Fucking, yo, Scott, I keep my beard short, but I have a wicked rash or burn under my beard hair after training. I do about 15 hours a week and shower after every session. Is it my sensitive ginger skin or what? It's probably your skin. You should like wash and condition your beard. Like it's hair like the shit on your head, you know? If you're not washing your beard like every few days, you know, you're gonna feel that. Because I feel it too, you know? And when I start to feel that itch, I know, like, oh, I better wash my beard, you know? And like, I'm sure there's some kind of beard wash that you could use if you're a fucking beard guy. But me, I just use Head and Shoulders. I'll just fucking, you know, literally go from the head and I'll just, yeah, all the way down, you know? And it works like a charm, honestly. It works very well. Sorry, I'm just checking some shit. People wanna gatekeep their shit even when it's something stupid like LARPing, you know? Like fucking me and some buddies of mine were trying to set up a LARP, and I go, and all I want to do is know where I can find gear, because I remember the gear we had for Blood Games was either too good or not good enough. Oh, here we are. It was either too good or it was not good enough. There was no in between, right? Too good meaning like the gas powered damn. Either too good, meaning like the gas powered BB guns, they were like leaving marks. Like, I'm wondering, there's still a mark, and I can still feel where I got shot here by Ty, I think it was, with one of the gas powered BB guns, right? Um, that shit was like, fuck, man, that sucked, you know? Anyone in Italy? Thanks. You. Anyway, um, but yeah, like I don't necessarily want that, but I also don't want like my pistol, right? The pistol I used for Cage, whenever I got into combat, I'd shoot people, I'd see them get hit, and they would have no clue that they got hit. I don't want something that's underpowered, I don't want something that's overpowered. Same thing with like bow and arrow. If I decide I want to go bow and arrow with the thing that me and my friends are setting up. You know, foam swords. If there's better foam swords, then why not use those? You know? Um, uh, sorry. Um, you know, I'm just trying to have a fun day with some of my friends, but like also we're competitive. So, oh fuck, damn, this is annoying. Like I was saying, I just want to have a fun day with my friends, but also like we're competitive, you know? So I go to a forum that I know has LARPers on it, and I'm like, hey, where do I find equipment? And instead of them just being like, this is the website that I use, they have to be like, have you ever done this before? What kind of rule set are you using? It really depends on what you're looking for. It's like all I want to know is where I can find like a bow and arrow if I want it. That's all. That's all. That's it. That's all I want. You know, if I have any questions about rule sets or anything like that, I'll ask that. Just tell me where you get your Halloween gear from when it's not September or October. That's what I need to know. That's what you need to tell me. And instead, they want to gatekeep and be like, look, no amount of equipment is going to make up for your lack of experience, as if we're not play fighting here, as if we're not pretending to fight. Fucking, it's like holy fucking shit, dude. Like, fucking losers, absolute losers, you know. And of course, like you just try and say, look, man, I just want to know where you get your like. It's literally so simple. Just tell me where you get your gear from. Do you buy it off Amazon? Do you is there a vendor that makes specialized gear for LARP sessions? What is it? What do you do? What do you use? Like where do you find this shit, huh? It's that simple. But instead they're trying to make it into a thing where they have to like try and big bro me about like you know what LARPing's all about, and how you see it's honestly it's gun guy shit. It's gun guy shit. Where if you ask a dude, yo, what do you think the best gun right now is? They can't just be like, you when you ask a dude, yo, what do you think the best gun right now is? They can't just answer, oh, this is my opinion on what the best gun is. It has to be some bullshit about like, oh, well, you see, it really depends. You know, really, the best weapon that anyone could have is their mind. The best EDC anyone has is their mind. Like that's basically the type of shit that they were fucking doing, and it was so stupid, so annoying to have to sit there hoping that there would be one decent guy who would be like, Oh, all right. I'll actually answer your question for you. You know, don't LARPers just make their own gear, foam and wood? I mean, maybe we should do that. That sounds like it'll be fun. You know, just have a day where we get together and we make our shit, just arts and crafts. You know, fucking it's me and some dudes I haven't seen in a while. You know, and fucking we used to. Honestly, we used to get in fights, not with each other, but with other guys, and we were like, we were always talking back in the day. We wanna try live action role playing. That'd be fun, you know. Have like a battle between us. Maybe see if there's anybody else we can pull in. Haha, you know. It's like holy fuck, man. Like when you're that insecure about you, not just yourself, but your hobby, you know. Like, because the thing is, when you guys ask me self-defense questions that are kind of like ignorant, right? Because like sometimes I get asked self-defense questions that are ignorant, right? They're the kinds of questions that like somebody who doesn't know self-defense, um, like doesn't know anything about it. They just don't understand like the reality of a street fight, the reality of like excuse me, they don't understand the reality of a street fight. They don't understand the reality of like there's bottom line, there's tons of things people say, to me that like if you say it to me, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna let it slide. I'm not about to be like, oh well, yeah, you're kind of right, it's not that bad, you should totally just buy a gun. If you just buy a gun and you're all good. Like, if you say something like that to me, I'm gonna be like, no, don't just buy a gun. Like, obviously, you should buy a gun if you can because it's a really good thing to have, but don't just rely on a gun, right? I'm not gonna completely shut you down when you're asking a question that is like kind of a dumb question to ask, but um, yes. All right, cool. Sorry, one sec. The bottom line of what I'm saying is I'm not about to shut you down when you're asking me a question that like even if it's a little bit like stupid, the question is not a good question. It comes from a place of ignorance or like a lack of understanding and a presumption. Right? Um oh fuck. Sorry. Oh fuck. Yeah. I'm going to try my best to answer your question, is what I was saying. Even if it's a dumb question, even if it's a tough question to answer, I'm not going to leave you hanging like, actually, dude, no. No, you don't want to do Krav Maga. It's stupid. And then, like, that's it, you know? No such thing as a dumb question. Only dumb people. Well, dumb people ask dumb questions. Used to go to a convention that had LARP stuff. Most people are buying from Amazon and Etsy. Thank you very much, Renowned. Thank you very much, Renowned. I appreciate the hell out of that, dude. You know that. Thank you for getting straight to the point, not being a fucking pussy about it. Blue, 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 blue. Yep. All right. Yeah. You know, it's tough to get all this out when I'm talking. It's tough to get all this out when I'm trying to. It's tough to get all this shit out when I'm trying to focus on the game. 4, 5, 6, 7. Huh? That's strange. 5. Okay. Oh, fuck. There was nobody over there. Come on. Um. 1, 2. Bang, bang, bang. Now, you know what? In that case, we're gonna go here. and then there. And then you two go there. I'm gonna see if I can't grab this bad mamma jamma here. W renown, non-pussy status, exactly. Is life LARP? That's like a Patrick Star question. Is mayonnaise an instrument? Oh, damn. What is this fool doing? Alright. Okay. Bang. Come on, tell me I'm gonna get enough. Oh, dude, son of a bitch, man. Oh, dude, it's the green guy from the last fucking game. Son of a bitch, dude. Damn it. This guy's actually good. He's probably playing pocket. Yeah, he's playing pocket too. So I'm gonna have to be ultra fucking aggressive. I'm gonna have to in fact, you know what? I'm gonna have to send these guys. Oh, what's happening? What's fucking happening? Raphael. What? Damn, they got water over there. Lucky them. I got a couple more boar. I guess I could. What? Oh, idle bills. I see. Oh man. Oh, I need that fucking whatever it's called. I need that stone to be where I need it to be. I'm gonna have to. I just checked Marketplace for LARP gear. There's a ton for dirt cheap. Thank you very much, Rusty Corvine. I'll have to check that out, too. Damn, 11. Man, oh man. Somebody's in. Oh, it's the Huns. Alright, so let's go ahead and then come over here. I suppose what I could do is here. I'd rather go here. That way he doesn't see the castle being built right away. Except I want 4 of you to go 1, 2, 3. You go here. 4. Then I'm also going to need 3 of you to go back to there. So what I'm going to do, probably just to make it as easy as possible, I'm going to send a, a petard, right? In fact, I'll make them now. Bang. I can use as many of those as possible. If he's not going to take that, I'm going to take it. 1, 2, 3. Come on, baby. Seems like that's all on this side. Oh, what am I doing? great. Not great. What the hell's going on here? Did somebody didn't bother to fucking wall, right? Oh boy. Alright, well, not much to do, but go bang. There. What are you fucking idiot? Where are you idiots going? Holy shit. Holy fucking shit, dude. I'm hoping I can clear these guys out. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. This is good. This is going decently well, all things considered. Alright. That's not the worst. But chances are he's going to have some buddies that are going to seriously fuck me up if I'm not careful. How many? Oh, no, I have 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hell yeah, dude. We got him. We might just straight up have him. You know? I gotta go forward and I gotta see what I can find. You know, I'm also gonna see what happens if I, send... Do I have a... Oh, there he is. See, when you play flank, you have to be aggressive. You know, and I mean, like, aggressive. So I would assume green is probably there, I would guess. I want him to think that I'm going that way, so that when I go that way, it kind of blindsides him a little bit. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna see what I can do about that. Oh, he's got Janissaries. Not great, but it is what it is. Fucking Italians already trying to trade. Yeah, so I'll go 1 and then back to there. I forget if that's even a good idea. Oh yeah, you see, I think we're doing a good job here pushing them on that side, you know, and I'm about to take out that castle, so he's gonna be even more fucked. So this might be a dub for us if we can keep this up. If and only if we can keep this up. Let's get them, boys. Let's get them, boys. The Ron... Heard Jack Black was naked in it. The Ron Jeremy of comedy. Dude, of course. I hear Ron Jeremy is really just the Jack Black of porn. Uh-huh. We got him. Hell yeah. These guys are... What the hell? What the hell? Yes. Fuck yeah, dude. I basically won this for us. I mean, don't get me wrong. These guys did good pushing him in, you know, but like it was the knocking down of that castle that did it for me, you know, that did it for us, you know, because like I mean let's be fair here. Let's be fair. If I didn't come around and knock that castle down, I think these two still would have had it. It just would have taken longer. So it's not that I won that for us outright. It's more that it was a situation where, um, it's more that it was a situation where like I just expedited the process for us. If we're being fair about it, if we're being fair about it, you know. Um, hmm. Interesting setup from Gray. They didn't have nearly as many farms as I would have expected. Let's check out the stats too. Society, villager high. I mean, honestly, the only people with villager counts that were like halfway decent were yellow and green. The rest of us were kind of shitty, if we're being honest here. You know, red had 29. Fucking me, I had 47, and I was gonna keep on working on that, but I probably could have gotten more before then. You know, um, fucking relic gold. I'm very good at getting the relics. I'm very good at getting the relics. You know. Um, One castle. I was gonna put a castle down on the other side of the wall that Blue set up as well. Um, oh yeah, military. Duh. I'm like, what am I doing here? 36 units killed from Red. You see, and that's why his bill count was so low. He makes the same mistake as me. It's like he's either in boom mode or attack mode. And when he's in attack mode, he's not making tons of vills or anything like that. But like, you know, he's usually killing tons of units and shit like that. Me, I had 9 buildings raised. You know, that was. It's good. It's good to see the stars. It's good to see the stars next to your shit. Units lost 2. That's he had the least amount of units lost is what it was. Okay, all right, that makes sense. He also barely did anything because he was pocket, so he was booming. He was doing what he was supposed to be doing, but their flanks, just absolutely positively, fucking just they just fell apart. They just fell apart on him, you know. Um, but yeah, anyway, I'm gonna head out, guys. Thank you so much. All right, I had a good time tonight. I streamed for a little bit later than I wanted to. Lately I've really only had um the energy. The I've really only had the energy to like stream a couple hours when I do stream. But tonight was a good stream. Tonight was a good stream. I had a good time with it, and yeah, I mean, I'll go ahead and I'll head out. All right, and you guys, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Hope you have a good night. I'll catch you later. Peace out.